Alright guys, I'm back today with a video, which is something a little bit new for me. I've never done an album review, but here it is. And it's going to be for Our Last Night's newest album, Overcome the Darkness, which was released last night. And it's a second half of an album that they released in March. The first half was called Let Light Overcome, this one Overcome the Darkness, so Let Light Overcome the Darkness. Yeah, so going through the track list, number 1 was When Humans Become Our Gods. 2 was Losing Sleep. 3 was Lost. 4, Outnumbered. 5, Hysteria. 6, Let Light Overcome the Darkness. 7, The Beaten Path. And 8, there is no 8th song. I don't know what I'm saying. So going through each track, the first one, When Humans Become Our Gods. Okay. So this one, on my first listen, I wasn't a huge fan of it, honestly. Or at least the beginning, I should say. Because it's really like, it's almost like a trap beat when it starts, and that really caught me by surprise. It kind of sounded like some new Bring Me the Horizon stuff. Which isn't bad, I like some of their new music, but it's not what it used to be, but that's beside the point. But anyway, When Humans Become Our Gods. Overall, it's a really good song. It's not one of my favorite on this. I really like the guitar work once the song gets going, through like the second verse and afterwards. But yeah, Losing Sleep, which was a pre-release. This has to be definitely in the top 3 for how top 3 of the best on this album. The guitar work is absolutely insane. The bass is insane. Matt and Woody killed it. The breakdown was insane. The music video is really cool too. If you don't get if you guys haven't gotten the chance, go take a look at that on their page. But yeah, I really like that song. Even Trevor, the lead singer, said that this is his favorite OLN song ever, and I wouldn't go that far, but I really like it a lot. Trevor's vocals have fucking improved a lot too. Screams and cleans. 3, which would be Lost. This is definitely like the more emotional side of OLN, and I mean you can't complain. I mean, Woody on Instagram and Twitter said, like, I think a month ago around that time, that this would be the next Sunrise, and he wasn't wrong. That this song is going to help a lot of people going through maybe relationship struggles with a spouse or just anyone really. But I think this is more targeted towards like relationships, like boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, and wife. And I think they killed it. It kind of reminded me of Bleed For You on the first half of the album. But I think this song's phenomenal. Outnumbered, now this is in my top 2 on the album. This is a really good song. And Our Last Night, they had another one on the album, and a song I'll talk about later, but they actually have a breakdown in the song too, which they haven't had like a real breakdown in a while, and it was amazing. The guitar work, phenomenal as always. Matt kills it as always. I mean, and the one that I haven't even talked about yet, Tim on the drums, probably the most underrated drummer in the world. He did phenomenal in this song too. It's a great song. Like I said, probably the best on the album, or top 2 for me. I don't know what you guys think. Let me know. 5, Hysteria. This is definitely the heaviest song on the album when it comes to vocals. And this is also like a really weird song in a way too. It kind of reminds me of like When Humans Become Our Gods. It's really like, has like really like trap beat influence and kind of like hip hop influence, I think, when it comes to like the beat. But also, I mean, the drums do kick in eventually, guitar kicks in eventually. And yeah, this one actually reminded me the most of New Bring Me the Horizon. Not in a bad way either. Just like the kind of like weird mix of like metal, rock, alternative, and like an EDM slash dance vibe as well. But Trevor killed it. Like I said, this is the heaviest song, so he obviously killed it on the vocals. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a lot to say about the song because it's not one of my favorite, but I enjoy it a lot. 6 would be Let Light Overcome the Darkness, which was also a pre-release, and this is something new for Our Last Night and their fans. This song had no drums, no bass, that I could hear at least, and very minimal guitar. I think towards like the middle to end part there was a little bit of guitar thrown in there. But yeah, it's a pop song for sure. But I mean, I still like it. It's probably my least favorite on the album, honestly, but I still like it, and I respect the fact that they're trying something a little bit new, because we don't want hear the same thing over and over and over again, because that just gets boring. But yeah, I respect the hell out of them trying something new like this, and I actually enjoyed it. And the music video for it got like 200,000 views already. So, and that came out 2 weeks ago. So that's can't complain with that, I guess, if you're them. My hair is just going crazy right now. All right, and then the last song on this on this album, The Beaten Path, which is my personal favorite without Numbered as well. Yeah, it's just a fucking phenomenal song. This was also the lead single. Like, this was before they even announced the album. They just throw this out there. And there's a breakdown in it too, which I was not expecting at all, because I haven't heard that from years from this band. So it was really, really good. Tim did amazing. Going into the second chorus, he had a phenomenal drum fill. And yeah, I mean, this is you guys, you just have to listen to it if you haven't yet. This is the best song on the album, hands down for me. I don't know. Some people may disagree, but that's just my opinion. And okay, so I already kind of went over it a little bit, but I'll say my two favorite songs from this album are The Beaten Path and Outnumbered, and I would throw honorable mention in for Lost. My least favorite, like I just said, Let Light Overcome the Darkness. Not knocking it, I still like every single song on this album. Just if I had to choose, I'd say that's my least favorite album, or my least favorite song on the album. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of the album if you've listened to it, and then if you haven't listened to it, please do, because I mean, it's my favorite band, and I'd love to spread the word about them. So you can go follow me on Instagram or my band fan page for Our Last Night. I'll leave both in the description below. But and also let me down below how I did on this album review and your thoughts on the album. All right, peace out.